we're just coming up to the very beginning of Highway 1. Right here. You'll see the sign there, Mile Zero, Victoria, BC. Trans-Canada starts right here. Starting today, ending hopefully on July 1st, we will be at Mile Zero, St. John's, Newfoundland. We're driving through Victoria, headed up to Nanaimo.
Is it Beacon Hill Park to our side?
Once we get to Nanaimo, we'll have to take the ferry across to Vancouver.
That'll be tomorrow.
That will definitely be tomorrow. We'll sleep somewhere in Nanaimo. Yeah, the Parliament buildings are right beside us. We've taken some photos of them. Queen Victoria statue standing in front of our British Columbia Parliament buildings, which are pretty much right beside us, just down to the left. And that's the Empress Hotel.
I think so.
I believe that's the Empress Hotel. Downtown Victoria.
I absolutely love coming here with how old the buildings are.
It's definitely a very old city.
I was actually reading that those aren't the original Parliament buildings. Those are actually the second set. The first set was actually burned down. Or they kept it and then it burned down by fire somehow. I mean, I had no clue that was the original ones to begin with.
Old church, St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church. St. Andrew's. So we've just left Victoria. We're headed on the Malahat Highway, Highway 1, headed north to Nanaimo.
It's just a beautiful drive.
Very, very scenic up here. This is the Malahat Summit at 352 meters, 1,155 feet. I think this one is the one that gives you that really awesome viewpoint of
Every island. Not every island. A lot of them. I don't think people realize how many smaller islands are around. There we go.
absolutely beautiful view. I'll unplug you guys again and see BC ferries down there. We'll see how many towns we hit that have the biggest of something. I know this trip's going to bring us past Medicine Hat has the biggest teepee. Moose Jaw has the biggest moose. I know Wawa, Ontario has the biggest goose. And Duncan has, well, we'll see in a minute here.
Suspense. Might be a bit.
The suspense is killing me. Well, if this bumper-to-bumper traffic continues, it might be an hour before we get there. Even.
We'll have to look and see what other. There's a lobster in the East Coast.
Yeah, we'll see what other towns we have the biggest of. On the U.S., there's quite a few towns too. We've seen a big buffalo. I know Roland, Manitoba has a big pumpkin.
We've seen a big swan or something.
Seen huge swan. Seen some other birds and other huge roadside attractions, I guess. Looks like we finally made it through the construction. And head over the two bridges, one of them much older than the other. Duncan, City of Totems.
Lots of totem poles.
Guess I am speeding. I should not do that. Just a little over. I definitely don't need any souvenirs.
By that you mean tickets?
Yes, I mean no tickets, no souvenirs.
That's what we call them, but other people might not know that. It's actually from my dad that we picked that up. When he was traveling through Montana or something, got a souvenir.
Biggest hockey stick. There is Duncan's biggest hockey stick. Okay, we're almost to Nanaimo. We're following this logging truck. Check out the size of that log. One log takes up half of that truck. It's crazy big. Welcome to Nanaimo, the harbor city. Just heading right into downtown Nanaimo here, I guess. We've been having rain on and off quite a bit here. So we're gonna detour off of Highway 1. Once we're down here in Nanaimo, we're gonna head to Cathedral Grove today and see what the rain does, and we'll go from there. Right now we're headed for Departure Bay, which we're not going to go on to because we're going to detour off of that, but
Stick to Highway 1.
yeah, I got to stick to Highway 1 and then make sure we rejoin it at the same place we left it. Waterfront right here. Gonna want to turn off of Highway 1 here very soon, or else we'll be stuck going on the ferries. Here's all the ferry signs. Let's make a turn here. See the ferry in the background running? Departure Bay, Nanaimo. We'll be back here in just a jiffy. Little detour. Getting down close to Cathedral Grove.
Right in the water too.
There's a little lake right here. Not sure exactly what the lake is called, but it is a beautiful drive. Raining a little bit, so don't mind the wipers. Definitely a fun road to drive. Just a gorgeous drive.
Hard to capture on video.
Yeah, pictures and one video just does not do this road justice. You gotta see it firsthand to see how absolutely beautiful it looks. Hopefully you guys can see just a tiny little bit of what we're seeing here.
Road over there.
Cameron Lake. There we go. Going along Cameron Lake.
Lake for Cam.
Sure can. You're gonna like the name of that lake.
There we go. Cathedral Grove, 2 kilometers.
Cathedral Grove, 2 kilometers. We're almost there. Looks like we'll be hiking in the rain. Luckily we did bring umbrellas, so. Alright, we're walking down this very muddy path along the Cathedral Grove rainforest. Some absolutely huge trees. Well,
Did I mention the muddy route yet?
you can't see the top. It just keeps going and going and going.
That's a huge.
Never seen trees this big other than redwood forest in California. Got Cameron River running alongside, I guess running through Cathedral Grove.
Such clear water.
It is clear, a little turquoise in there. Alright, did our hike in the rain. We're gonna head back. Wait for this traffic to pass.
Is that 2?
Turn our wipers on because it is still raining. It's only fitting that it rains throughout the whole rainforest.
That was so much fun to walk in.
That was definitely a fun
Muddy.
walk. Very muddy. Very, very muddy. I wasn't expecting it to be that muddy. Just going back past Lake, or I guess Cameron Lake or Lake Cameron, whichever which way. See where we want to sleep because it is bedtime, way past bedtime for us night shift workers. Last night we found a really nice side road to near Provincial Park to camp. It's absolutely beautiful. Right alongside the river, having the river running beside us. It's like waking up to a dream. Love this road. Little overhang there. Rock outcropping. Definitely have to be paying attention 100% the whole time you're driving on this road. I imagine it'd be a fun road to drive on a bike if it wasn't raining. fall on the side of the road. Coming out of the mountains, out of the rock. So you ever find that when you get to a passing lane, magically the person that was driving slow has found speed? So yeah, if anybody wants to go on a road trip and they're just driving out, always be courteous. Things that I find funny is as soon as there's a passing lane, the slow people speed up, and if you're the slow person, just maintain your speed. I'm often the slow person, and just because there's all of a sudden an open piece of road doesn't mean that you have to put the hammer down. Also, if there's other people, especially city driving, be patient. Saving a couple of seconds here and there is not going to make a difference in the end of your road trip. So take your time, be patient, be courteous to other people, let them in. You'll find your drive is a lot less stressful. You'll get there in just about the same amount of time, and you'll be happy. So whenever you're on the road, think positive and be patient. Let the next guy in. And not only will your life be better, the guys you're helping out on the road, their lives will be a little better as well. So, my 2 cents of the day. Well, we're going to find a place to sleep. We will see you guys tomorrow.